Hey guys, LevelCap here. Today is Monday, which means it's time for an episode of Loadout, the series where you guys, the viewers, get to pick a gun and customization for me to use. The way you do this is you leave a comment down below letting me know what kind of weapon and accessories you'd like me to run with, and I will pick one of the top rated comments for the next episode. Today's top comment again comes from Samuel McGreal with 337 upvotes. Samuel, I gotta hire you as my marketing advisor because clearly you know what's trending on the internet. Samuel says the Reptilian Loadout primary is the AS-Val Cobra red dot sight flashlight stubby grip and the Phantom Pape, which looks like snakeskin. Secondary will be the M411 T-Rex, I think he means the M412 Rex with the Phantom camo. Again, Gadget 1 is an RPG, Gadget 2 is the decoy. Grenade will be the M67 frag, and the knife will be a shank, made from a snake's tooth, of course. And he says, hey LevelCap, I woke up one morning to see the internet taken over by some sort of reptilian group, so we need to set about arming ourselves. This loadout should disguise you as a snake to infiltrate the reptilian bases and take out Lord Leafy. The AS-Val itself should make you sound like a snake, and the decoy can be used to draw attention away from yourself. If stopped, stop, drop, and roll like a snake, and they won't be able to tell the difference with your snakeskin camo. Now I gotta say, this is possibly one of the weirdest internet memes that I have seen recently. I had to actually look this one up because I had seen everybody hissing in the comment section for a while, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Did I say something? Why are people hissing everywhere? And then I realized it was all from a different YouTuber that was talking about some weird reptilian stuff and started an interesting internet meme which kind of took over the internet for a little while. And I am not going to try and explain this meme any more than I already have. If you want to know, look it up for yourself because it's confusing the heck out of me. I still don't really get it, but whatever. People want to act like reptiles and snakes. It's fine with me. Now let's talk about this loadout. It's actually pretty decent provided that you turn off your flashlight at the appropriate moments, otherwise it's just going to give you away. What does the AS-Val do well? Well, it does massive damage per second, 27 damage maximum with a 900 round per minute rate of fire. This is going to be outdamaging most assault rifles in close quarters. What does it not do so well? Well, because it shoots so fast and has a very small magazine of 20 rounds, you're going to run through your bullets almost instantaneously, making it hard to take out multiple targets and forcing you into a situation where you need to be on target while you're shooting and doesn't leave you much room to correct after you start firing. Now the fact that it has a built-in suppressor allows you to stay stealthy and sneaky, like a sneaky snake perhaps, but it also comes with the downside of a 300 meter per second muzzle velocity, which means it's going to be really hard to hit moving targets and moving targets at further ranges. Now you can hit a stationary target pretty easily and you can kill them pretty quickly because you have a nice rate of fire, but beyond that, at range, this gun is not going to be that great. Luckily, we have the RPG, which is a very fun weapon to use against infantry at range, and when they're standing still, even if it's just for a moment, you can squeeze off a nice accurate RPG shot, and you'll see some of that in this video. Now, because this is a PDW, you don't have the best aiming down sight accuracy, so again, that does further affect this weapon at range, but what is funny is the fact that you have such a high rate of fire that often you can hit somebody with so many bullets by the time they are realizing that they're getting shot or start reacting, they're pretty much already dead. So that is one of the benefits, and the fact that this gun doesn't make any sound, it really doesn't give you much warning as to what's about to come your way. And here I am being a bit of a sneaky snake, just hiding between these two pieces of concrete here, and nobody actually seems to know where I am. If I had any weapon that wasn't suppressed there, people would know exactly where my shots were coming from, but because it is a suppressed weapon, I have so much time to re-peek the same spot and re-engage that it just allows me to survive much longer and get many more kills. Without question, Operation Locker on Team Deathmatch is one of the better places to use this, provided that you're not in a super clustered server. I find playing TDM on this map is best with about 24 players. Go beyond that and things start getting a little bit too choke pointy and there's not enough movement around the map. So finding the proper player count for any map can help improve your gameplay experience. Otherwise, the suppressor is really not going to come in handy. If you got 64 players and 20 people at every choke point, you're not sneaking past anyone. Now we're switching over to Golmud Railway, a TDM map that actually has some lanes and strategy to it, provided that the round doesn't go beyond 100 tickets and people blow up every single building, destroying all the lanes. It's kind of funny how that happens because we love destruction in Battlefield 4, and when we get pure destruction, like a purely destroyable map, then we pretty much destroy all the lanes the longer the game runs. So as long as the server settings are appropriate, then we can use destruction in a fun way and still maintain the lanes for the period of time that the round actually lasts. The RPG is awesome on this map, not just for killing people who are hiding behind windows, but also creating your own path through the map. There's plenty of walls and structures that block you from moving where you need to go, or they force you out into overly exposed areas. Just basically blowing a hole in a key wall or a key building allows you to infiltrate some nice covered area and attack from there. Now, I don't think that the Rex really makes a great partner for this loadout, because the Rex, although it does high damage per shot, it doesn't have a very good damage drop-off, so it's not a particularly effective ranged pistol, and the AS-Val is very effective in close quarters, but less so at further ranges. So it would be nice to have a pistol that complemented it a little bit better. I would say that the 44 Magnum, or just about any other handgun really, would be a better fit for this loadout. I did get a few kills with it, but nothing extraordinary. Now here we are on a clustered hammerhead map, and the choke points in this map get so strong and so severe that peeking with an AS-Val does not give me any sort of advantage. So I'm peeking with an RPG, and that seems to be significantly more effective. One thing that does trouble me with this loadout is its inability to deal with large groups of enemies that you sneak up on. You'll see I have to use a grenade and an RPG here just to deal with 4 pesky enemies, because one magazine's good enough to deal with 2, and then you need to switch to your sidearms and whatever else you got to deal with the remainders. And then you're stuck with reloading your RPG and your primary weapon. Should you survive that process, then you can carry on and get some more kills. But yeah, reloading your RPG, since it's such an effective weapon in this class and pretty much your only option at range, it does take a bit of time, and you will get killed occasionally doing so. Now, I've always liked the aesthetics of this map. I like that giant glass cube in the center of that one room there, but nobody's ever going to run into it because it's a death sentence pretty much. And the actual choke points and the movement around this map are not that great. It usually just becomes very, very predictable, and this kit doesn't do well with predictable map layouts, or map layouts where people are always going to be expecting you to come around some corner. You need to be sneaky with this loadout. That's why I turn off the flashlight in certain situations to try and sneak around and turn it back on when I need it, because you're just not going to hold up in a big all-out firefight. You're going to run out of ammo, you're going to get shot up, you won't be able to heal. There's a lot of things going against you. It can, however, be fairly effective on conquest maps that are a little bit less choke pointy, and then you've got that RPG to deal with vehicle threats. Anyway, that wraps it up for this weird Reptilian loadout. I would recommend it provided that the situation is appropriate. The AS-Val, again, close quarters, like most PDWs, is not going to give you a lot of flexibility. So make sure you pick a map that has a lot of close quarter opportunities. Don't forget to leave your comments for next week's episode of Loadout. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap, signing off.